Hello all, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a bit of a rant, so I thank you for your patience in advance. Now for those of you who don't know, a porn star by the name of August Ames was found dead at her house in California, and evidence seemed to suggest that it is a suicide. With situations like this, it's very difficult to say what exactly prompted such an event. There is most likely a whole host of factors out there. There is evidence to suggest that she might have been suffering from depression, and that obviously was a contributing factor. There may very well have been other contributing factors, including this. A few days ago, prior to her death, August Ames sent out a tweet where she said she does not want to perform with other performers who have been in gay porn. Now, the reason, from what I understand, why she said this, and I have some precursory understanding of the rules in the porn industry from just reading a few minutes ago. But from what I understand, my impression is there are certain rules about screening and testing performers in the industry, and these rules are not consistently upheld in all the agents in the industry. What I mean by that is certain studios have more strict rules involving screening their performers. Certain studios have a little more lenient rules regarding screening performers. Certain studios require their performers to be wearing condoms. Certain studios don't. So because of these variations with regards to the performers, some performers do what they can to minimize the risks that they inherent to this industry. And in the backdrop of that context, it seems that August Ames' stance on not performing with other porn stars who have been in gay porn is reasonable because of an increased chance of exposure to certain STDs in gay porn. It seems reasonable, right? Well, if you're a whiny SJW snowflake, apparently it is a blatant display of homophobia. Apparently August Ames saying she does not want to be performing with porn stars who did gay porn was her battle cry regarding the burning of all gays at the stake or something like that. She got a lot of flack online, and all of them were her being accused of homophobia and stuff like that. Now in 2017, certain labels like being a homophobe or being a racist do sting a lot more than other labels like being labeled dumb or stupid. And also, she lived in California. I can understand that she being in a very liberal environment, she was probably subject to a lot of hostility because of these accusations. And also, someone in the entertainment industry, I'm guessing, really needs her reputation to be intact, and widespread accusations, baseless accusations of homophobia does not help that cause. So I'm guessing there's a lot of those things went around, and that including some other personal issues that she might have been going through may have had something to do with her suicide. So despite that tragedy, despite this baseless cyberbullying, and I say baseless because it's one thing to be called something when you harbor certain ideologies, but when you don't even remotely represent certain ideology and have that label stamped on you, it can be particularly hurtful. Well, anyways, all of this may have had something to do with her suicide, but after her suicide, the unapologetic rhetoric that's been going on across a significant proportion of the SJW community is crazy. There are a lot of people saying, she deserved what she got, she was a homophobe, so on and so forth. These people that are so inclined to getting offended and are so inclined to acting out after they get offended have this weird way of justifying their own behavior, and it is just absolutely crazy to me. I mean, I can't possibly bring out in words how stupid this is, but well, what can you do? The reason why I'm making this video is because if I want to reach some people out there. If you are living in an environment where you're living in a very liberal environment and the slightest things you say can offend someone, I would really say, choose your words carefully if you're going through a lot of personal stuff, if you're already going through a lot of personal issues. And I hate saying this to you guys because I'm a very big advocate of free speech. If a member of the Ku Klux Klan was sitting right beside me and was shouting racial slurs at me, I will not censor him. That's how much I value and love free speech. So I hate myself for saying this to you guys, but if you guys think that you're going through a lot of rough patch, things are very difficult emotionally right now and you are in a very liberal environment, or you're in an environment where people just take offense, I would, really caution you guys, be a little careful with what you say. Not that people who love you and people who understand you will ever misrepresent you. And it's not that there are no reasonable people around. It's just that there's so many crazy people around that the slightest thing you can say, even if it's reasonable, can be twisted to give you the most vile label that you don't deserve. And that affects some people a lot harder than it affects other people. So yeah, guys, that was my rant. Sorry to bring so much depressing stuff to you guys, but well, that's just the world we live in. Thank you guys so much for your time. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.